Exiting in 3, 2, old people time. Hi, you guys. It's Sunday. Welcome to the Grandfluencer Sunday show with me and Megs and our special guest. She's returning to be with us. Dr. Donia, Dr. Donia, Dr. Donia, Donia. That reminds me of saying, "My Don Quixote, Donia, Donia Quixote." That was dumb. Okay, you guys, thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. Okay, it is May 29th. Wow, 29th of May. Okay, there are 31 days in May. You know, that 30 days has September. You know, that's I have to do that every time. I have to say that poem, that rhyme or poem, whatever it is, uh, to remember how many days the months have, you know, and then there's weirdo February. That's, you know, sometimes you get a random extra day in there. What is it? Every 10 years? 8 years? Can't remember. When we add the other date. Okay, enough of my solo nattering, as Mags would say, nattering. Thanks for being here to have a natter or two. And then we'll bring on our special guest. We're going to catch up with her. Okay, you guys, presenting everyone's favorite UK correspondent, my friend, my pal, my co host, my partner in crime, Maggie-of-England. Hey, Megs.
Hey, Robin. Hey, everyone in chat. Hope you're all well.
Good to see you, Maggie. How you doing? How's been your week?
Crazy as hell.
Yeah, the
As
usual.
usual. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I wish your family well, your friends and
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Boy, I'm just looking at your screen there. What your the light stuff that you have behind you, that is just and it perfect. Maybe you do it all the time, and I'm only just now noticing it. With you sitting there up against your pillows and all that's a perfect shot. And then with your top, your blouse, yeah, that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
neat. Okay, somebody
Oh, thank
screenshot
you.
that. We'll use that for an afterward thumbnail. That's cool. Okay,
Thank
after
you.
all this time, I've noticed that you've got that set up really cool.
I don't think you normally look what I'm doing anyway, Robin. I was going 4, and Genocide said it's 4 years leap year.
Oh, every 4 years. Oh, thanks. I I probably knew that years ago, but you know, things just kind of drop out of your head, you know, like shedding lint or something. You know,
I know that feeling. I know that.
ah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, and it becomes more and more familiar not to remember shit or retain it. Genocide was first up this morning.
Hey, Genocide. Welcome back.
Your grannies love you, Jonacide. Good to see you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Corey.
Hey,
Corey,
darling.
our emotional support Canadian, is here in the house. Thanks. We feel so safe when you show up. Corey, yeah, you calm us down. You keep us centered and balanced, and from getting the too much of the crazies. Drew J. Hi,
Hey,
Drew.
darling. Hey,
Thanks for
sweetheart.
being here, Drew J. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Okay, I'm Swampy Six. Oh, wait. No, in order here. I have to be fair. Joker 37. Hi, Lee.
Hey, sweetheart.
Thanks for making time to come in here with us. Now, Swampy 63.
Hi,
Swampy
sweetheart.
63. Swampy 63. Your name is still a poem. I'm wearing the shit out of that stupid joke.
You really, really are.
I really am, you guys. Hi, Mooncake.
Hi, darling.
Thanks for being here with us all. Thanks for joining our little friendship circle. Yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Okay, I can't pronounce that, Jolly. Ilapurnya, 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 Ilapurnya.
I'm not even going to try.
Well,
You're
oh,
braver than
I'll
me.
just keep screwing it up. Ilapurnya. Maybe she'll do a phonetic spelling for us. Maybe because I'm okay. They wish they were able to get a uniform. Oh, Angel's Army!
Oh, hi, Angel. Hey, sweetheart. I've not
Oh
seen
my
you for ages.
goodness. A sweet blast from our past. Angel's
Yeah,
Army, it is so good to see you. I hope everything's okay in your world, in Angel's
yeah,
world over
me
there.
too.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, Swampy says, okay, everybody's chatting over there. Okay, you guys. Enough of this blab. Okay. Wait, Jolly says it's tribal. You may find it on Google. Well, bet your ass I'm going to find it on Google. I've never seen that word before.
No.
But well, maybe somebody in the chat can give us a little clip of it or I don't know. Okay, you guys. Today, after kind of a long absence from the Granny Show, we're we're just really happy that our friend Dr. Donia is with
Yeah,
us to the do it yourself queen after the stroke dollar store shop product reviewer. God, the list is so long. Her yeah, her resume or whatever it is that you would have for all the shit you do. I think it's a resume. It's very long. Okay. Hi, Donia.
Hey, how are
hi,
you?
Donia. Hi, darling.
Hi,
Good to
what's
see you
happening,
back.
everybody? Huh?
Good to see you back.
Yeah, I'm good to be back.
Yeah,
Good.
you're looking well.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
feeling okay? You getting worn out?
No, I'm not worn out. My husband's not doing so good, but I'm okay.
Oh, I know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
was
you
just,
postponed a show.
yeah, wait a minute. I was going to ask if it was indigenous. Okay, but I didn't know it was Australia. I thought it was someplace else. That's Jolly Bridges burner.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, part of the blood and oh, neat. How cool. Indigenous.
yeah,
That's the okay. Bet your sweet ass I'm gonna look that up on Google
yeah.
and uh,
It's pretty. I just don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks like
No,
it's
it looks really, really pretty. Yeah,
yeah,
mhm,
but she
yeah,
is. She's a beautiful soul.
yeah,
I'm sure it is.
a good friend. About
Yeah.
you make friends with Jolly and she'll have your back. Um,
Hi,
y-
everybody. Hi, Jonaside. Hi, Corey. Hi, Swampy. Hi, Mooncake. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
welcome
Yeah.
to
he's doing a lot better. He had an operation Friday, when they operated on his heart, they found that he had a hernia. We're still trying to
Yeah.
figure that out, but anyway,
A hernia on his, like his
in his
aorta,
stomach. I
in
don't know.
his
His
stomach.
stomach.
I'll be damned.
Okay, but
Yeah.
see, all right. So he comes home, and I told him, I said, if I catch you moving any furniture,
Oh,
I'll,
jeez.
I'll take the garbage out because it's not. It's on wheels, for goodness sakes. Because he's like, well, I'll have to call Paul and have him take. I said, I can take
Oh,
it out. And anyway, and he came down the stairs and stuff like that. I said, if you don't get your ass back upstairs, I said, well, look at you like you stole something. He just looked at me. I said,
Your
remember,
oh.
house sounds like mine.
I said, remember, you're infirmed, okay? You know, it won't take
Yeah.
much to beat you.
Okay, so obviously the good drugs from the hospital haven't worn off because boy, I've gotten out of the hospital and thought I could like build a cabin, But then when they wear off, you go, oh,
But see, the frightening part of that is he can build because he built the shed out back and everything like that. So I'm real frightened that I'm
Yeah.
going to come up there and catch him doing something.
up on the roof or something.
Well,
Yes,
no,
I
no,
found
no,
my
no.
husband
He's
on
not
top of
going to
the
go
roof.
up there because we finally did get the roofer and everything. So that's supposed to start next week. I'm
Oh,
going to
good.
be crazy for
Yeah.
about 2 days.
Oh
But
boy.
still, it's good because then it won't leak. But I'm just saying, you know, men. That's all I could. And no offense to Donut side or any other men out there. I'm sure the younger men have a
Or
lot more sense
any
than
of
the
those
older
who
ones
who
do.
even those who male identify, don't take offense because
Don't take offense.
but
I think the
that's
younger
why
generation of men has a little bit more sense in this area than the older ones. The older ones think that they can fly. I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm with you. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm with you.
yeah.
100%. 100%.
But
I
let me be sick and let me get up and try to do something. He has a fit. And he ain't going.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. It,
No, we don't have a fit about me doing it, but I have a fit about him because he's been bedbound for months, and then all of a sudden he'll get up because the morphine's kicked in or something, and he
Mhm.
thinks he can
I
fly
know.
the world. I found him. I was talking to Pat, a really good friend of mine, on the phone. I said, "You won't believe what he's doing." She'd seen him the night before, lay down infirm the works. And then I'm telling her that he's climbing up a ladder to straighten his solar panel on his shed.
yeah, and then there's that time he got on the motorbike and
Oh
took
yeah,
off for the
yeah,
shop.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this
yeah.
guy, he's
He's
boy,
six. He's just over 6 stone. I don't know what that is in.
I think that's around
He's
100 pounds.
emancipated.
Around 100 pounds. How
40
tall is he?
kilos. He can hear me talking about it.
Oh, a voice from the other room. That's funny. Yeah, so how tall is he, Maggie?
He's 5'8".
5'8" at around 100 pounds.
No, he's less than £100
How
because
you
I'm
doing?
8 stone 12 and I'm just over 120.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And he keeps rallying. Um,
Yeah, can you
in
hear him? The plank is coming, the 4x5 or whatever shape it's supposed to be.
I think it's 2x4, Maggie.
Yeah, I know, he keeps telling me, but I want a big one.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
Yeah, so I understand you perfectly,
you.
Donia.
Yeah. Maggie, how's your son doing?
He's doing okay. He's got to go for more x-rays on the
Oh,
14th of June. I sent the x-ray to Robin. She's
Yeah,
got a
I
picture of
saw it.
it
He's got these two plates in his jaw
down
and
here.
chin. And
And
are they going to remove those eventually, or are they permanent,
I
Maggie?
don't know. He's back at the myofascial unit on the 14th. He's been back once to have a stitch out, but he's still got more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's I couldn't tell where the incision was on the X-ray, but did they go up from his?
They went in through his gum and cut all
Oh, that way from the inside.
from the inside. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he won't have a scar from surgery on the outside.
No. No.
Well, Donia, you should see it. Here's this X-ray of a skull with these
You
metal
can
things
show
with
it.
screw
You can show it if you like.
No, that's
Oh,
don't show. No.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
The
all right.
doctor
Yeah,
for
it's a bit.
me is dealing with psychology. I did
Yeah.
not want to be a medical doctor because I did not want to go to and work years ago. I don't know. A lot of places now don't do it, but when you were going to to be a medical doctor, you had to work in emergency. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yep.
afraid of blood or anything like that, but I just don't want to see it because when they
Yeah.
suffer, I suffer. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like crying along with them. So
Oh,
I really
yeah,
take
yeah,
it
yeah.
to the brain.
And
Yeah.
I
seeing
went to
I'm
the
with you
brain.
on that as well. Yeah.
and
I like to
seeing a
help heal the
scalpel,
brain.
go into somebody's no or
I
blood.
the
No,
first one I saw in the auditorium and stuff like that, the first operation I saw when I woke up an hour later. That's all I
Yeah. Yeah.
my mother was a nurse. So
Yeah.
she wanted me to be a nurse or a doctor. So the best thing that I could come across was getting a doctorate in psychology. Okay, so I have a PhD. And by the way,
Yeah.
I'm a retired doctor, so I'm really not a doctor anymore, Robin. So
Yeah, and like my medical doctor friend would say, "You weren't a real doctor." She used to say that to her best friend, who was a PhD and shared her, but they would joke with each other, like elbow poking. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, can you replace my kneecap? You're not a real doctor, So they would banter like this back and forth. They,
Well, see, the thing is, we really, I really don't take light of it, but I have a lot of respect for the MDs because my granddaughter just graduated in biomedicine, and
Yeah.
she's going on and stuff like that. But and I said to her, I said, "What is biomedicine actually?" And she explained it to me. Of course, I can't explain it to you because I don't understand it, but she does.
Yeah.
yeah, we talked about that before, and I thought I had it figured it out. But apparently I don't know either. But
And
oh my,
wait, Rob, wait a minute, Robin. Before I forget, and speaking of doctors, did you make that appointment? You thought I forgot?
Jesus.
Call him, because you weren't either. I'm telling you.
Okay,
And
you ready?
the weather's warm now, okay? So I can walk to California.
No, yeah, you don't
With
have to
my
muddy your
baseball
skirt.
bat and my Louisville Slugger, okay? My Louisville Slugger and my metal baseball bat, okay? Plus
Yeah.
a couple of AK-47 everybody else is carrying. And
Oh
why
God,
not?
don't. Oh, shh, God, be careful what you say. Oh, God, that boy is
Okay,
that hot.
come on. Really, seriously.
Yeah.
They know better on YouTube than that because they know I don't go far. They really do. Okay, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I'm coming
Okay.
for you, and it ain't gonna be pretty. So you better tell me something. Tell me a
Okay.
lie.
Okay, I'll tell you the truth, Donia. I'll tell you the truth. I have an appointment for 11 a.m. on June 14th with my cardiologist.
All right, and I'm gonna come back on the show, and I want to hear a report, and it
You
better be
wanna
good on Maggie and I. She's gonna come from over the pond, and I'm gonna come from under the pond.
Boy,
I'm
that
tired
scares
of
the
you.
And believe me, it will happen because I've told my kids I'm going to America next year.
Are you really? Are you
Oh,
really?
yeah. They asked me what I wanted for my 60th. I said I want to go to America.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
and
then we
we're
have
gonna
to
have
figure out
a
how we're
little
gonna do
gang
it.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, Robin, seriously, I have lost too many people in the past few months. I really do not want to lose you. I mean, eventually,
Mm.
you know that we have to go, but not right now.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Well, I'm not ready
still,
yet. I'm not finished, but yeah, I seriously, and I talked at length with his assistant and told him everything, and she says, "Well, we're gonna get you in for a CAT scan."
Yeah.
Mhm.
And stuff. So yeah, I have an appointment for June 14th, and I will report. Um, yeah. So there you
Mhm.
go. Okay.
Mhm.
Phew,
And
boy,
and
I
I
and
will
dodged that
tell you,
bullet.
I texted her the next morning, Donia, and I knew
mhm.
she'd wake up to it, and I didn't get no reply, just XOXO. I says, don't forget your doctor's appointment.
You know what? See, the thing is, okay, the thing is, Robin's hot headed, just like Joey was, and it didn't pay off well.
Yep.
And I'm
Yeah.
still mad at him. And when I closed my eyes, and the first thing I said, "You're gonna come out the gates, and then I'm gonna kick your ass,
Mm.
and then I'm gonna go back in."
Yeah, I'm with
Oh,
you.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Okay, you guys, has it been launched yet? You were going to have a group for people who have suffered loss. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
in
Hey,
fact it's every other Wednesday. Unless it comes to every week, it's every other Wednesday. It is this Wednesday, and it is at 7 o'clock. So it's
7 o'clock your time, so that would be four
yeah,
o'clock my time.
okay.
Every
It,
other Wednesday.
yeah, it's the first and the third Wednesday, I believe.
Okay, I don't know how you keep that straight, boy.
I don't know how I keep it straight either, but I do.
Yeah, yeah. I've just, yeah. I'll probably join up because I was telling Maggie backstage that this is the 12th anniversary of my oldest daughter's death.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Um, and I always pay tribute to my granddaughter, her mom, on her mom's birthday and on the day we lost her. And phew, um, over the years, it has gotten easier and easier to talk about it.
Mhm.
But my voice I can feel my voice shaking
yeah,
now. But you never lose that. When you
No,
lose a
you
kid,
never lose it. You
you
never lose
no,
it.
I've lost dear friends, lost my parents, my sister, my brother,
Mhm.
my good friends, best friends. But there's something really different about losing a child.
mm,
Well, the reason is because a lot, and you probably know it, but you probably don't actually think about it. That's the closest thing that you carry into your, next to your heart.
Flesh
mm,
of
You
my
know,
flesh.
yes.
mm.
Okay, so that it's hard.
Uh,
It's really, really hard. But the
yeah,
thing is,
because go ahead.
yeah, now the thing is, I'm just finding out so many like wonderful things about him that I really didn't know.
Yeah,
Because he
Huh.
kept it to himself. I found out some things because But anyway, I just found out some wonderful things, and his friends are just phenomenal.
yeah,
He attracted that. He
yeah,
attracted people. His friends, I agree. The other people that I've met that was around Joey, Jiggy. We're talking about Jiggy. Um, they're all really decent people with some brains and depth and heart and uh,
Mhm.
smart little shits. Every damn one of them. Just they're really intelligent and clever and stuff. What a joy he was, and he brought a lot of us together.
yeah,
y-
He did.
and I'll tell you
He was a
something.
smart mouth. Now I'll tell you, he was a smart mouth. But I mean, and you just kind of like, you backpedal because he's your son and stuff like that. And I just, like I said, he left home at 18 years old, so he
Yeah,
came to stay with me for about 3 months. We were talking. My girlfriend and I were talking about this earlier. When I was in Delaware, he came to stay with me, and he got an apartment, stayed there for the year, and then went back to Massachusetts. So he's always been independent, you know,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
stuff like that. So a lot of the business that I'm still doing business for him.
yeah,
Ah,
I mean, it's all
okay.
good and everything like that, but you know what I mean. Him
Yeah.
and I got to talk when I get there. I did more business for him than I did when he was living with me when he was little.
yeah,
Oh, isn't that interesting? Isn't that
yeah,
just the best, though, to find out about your kid and the impact he had on the world? And he did
yeah.
have an impact.
I mean,
Me,
and I got his passports and everything like that. I know, and he would always tell me, "Mom, I'm going away. And I would never ask him where unless he told me, right? You know what I mean? Because he was also very private. And I respect
Mhm.
that because so am I in a sense, but not as much as him. But
Well,
when I got
private
to this,
from your mom, you compartmentalize your shit with
yeah,
family and friends. Yeah.
yeah, well, with family and friends, but I mean, and the thing is, he was private, and so if he wanted to tell me, he told me, but he always told me when he was going overseas or something like that. I
Yeah.
got two passport books, and the boy been every place.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Isn't that just the coolest
Yeah.
thing ever? Well,
It,
but he never bragged. He was always
no,
kind of this, kind of not even, no, he wasn't deprecating by any means, but he he
he knew
never
who he was
bragged.
and he wasn't ashamed of it. He just
He
knew
was
who he was.
solid. He
He
was
didn't have to say who he was. His
Mhm.
energy came with him.
Yeah.
well,
Mooncakes just said something. She said, I lost a friend to cancer, and I'm still waiting for her to come back and tell me it's a joke. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm waiting for.
Mm.
I used to have dreams like that. After each loss, really. Oh, just kidding. Um, psych. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about your loss, Mooncake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mooncake.
Oh,
But the thing
Not
is,
good, darling.
I'm dreaming. I don't know about you, Robin, but when you lost your daughter, did you dream about when she was little a
oh yes.
lot? 'Cause that's
Oh
what I'm
yes.
dreaming about right
Oh
now.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes. And then and I know where they are. I have a family picture box. It's under my bed, one of those under bed storage things, and I know where the pictures are. But I don't even need them because, I remember taking a picture of her in her Easter dress outside on the sidewalk. That
Mhm.
kind of stuff. Her first big wheel toy at
Mm.
Christmas. Um,
Yeah,
her first, her kindergarten graduation. Just that stuff. And then you kind of
Yeah.
go through. Oh yeah,
and the
I
thing
think
of
that's
hearing that
natural.
big wheel go clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack. And I told his father one day, I said, I'm going to burn that sucker. I can't stand that thing. Now I wish I could hear it.
Yeah.
Isn't that yeah, isn't that the truth?
We all
Is
said that about his soundboard thing, his thing that he used to play before
Oh,
each of
that
his shows.
soundboard, boy, more than once I've gotten annoyed, by that damn soundboard, but I'd give anything,
Yeah. For him
to
to play it as he did.
yeah, but, Donya, for as much as Jiggy and I just did said things to each other, on all of his shows, he knew exactly where to draw lines.
Yeah.
It was like an instinct with him. He never crossed any line, with
No.
me. And that equals a good deal of respect to me. He absolutely respected me and was so kind. And, behind the scenes, he was just so dear. And, but out on that YouTube show, his show, damn. And, I haven't gone back and looked at too many of them. Well, I think maybe 2, but when I'm just, you know, yeah, we said really dumb shit to each other. But, he was
I cussed him out the first time I heard you talk to
Yeah,
hear you talking.
he told us.
But see, the thing is, I didn't say anything to him because I did not publicly do that to my kids. But I
yeah.
Yeah.
got off the live show and everything, and I called him the next day and I said, Joey, I said, how dare you talk to that woman like that? She's as old as I am. You don't have any respect for her, blah, 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 blah. And he let me just chew him out. And he said, Ma, we was only playing.
Yeah.
So I said,
Yeah, it
all
was
right.
d well, I know, yeah, I think we were pretty convincing, but it was like a comedy act, and when the lights came up, you just start doing that stuff, and you play off the other guy, and, yeah, that was the best time I have
Yeah.
ever had on YouTube. That was the best time. Gosh, and talk about uplifting, when you've got a real life grind going and then I got to do that with Joey. Um, and boy, I'm so grateful. I celebrate that best time of my life.
Yeah. How's Smoke King doing? Because I haven't talked to him for a couple of weeks.
He's doing. He still has his Thursday show.
Show,
I think
yeah,
last Thursday it
Oh,
was
okay.
yeah.
later, but bless his heart, I think he's still just trying to find his spot, being a
It's
solo thing.
yeah,
I think he's just trying to figure out who he is and what he's doing. Without Joey.
Mm.
You can see it, but he's he's really smart, and he's just another person around who has a good heart and tough as nails, but in there's this heart, and it shows. Can't cover that shit up sometimes, but
no,
he's getting along.
Mm.
Just
So
like everybody else. It's not the same for him.
when Jonaside said that when God said, "Let there be light," Robin flipped the switch. Yeah, that's what he used to say to me every birthday.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Joker said, assuming the position. What? Joker? Okay, they're having a whole other.
No,
Okay,
they're
Conversation.
on about the Urban
they're
Dictionary.
yeah.
They're having a whole conversation. I'm
Uh,
watching it. They're having a whole conversation
Yeah,
without.
it's a whole other show over there. Yeah, and
it's
then
great.
Ila Pajinga. I still. Okay, I'm probably gonna do like a Google Translate. You can like type in a word.
I'm not touching that. And I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'll tell you where I lost it. I lose it with indigenous names, and I lose it with Israeli names because for some
Yeah.
reason or other, I don't even. Their alphabet is different. The Arabic
Mm.
names I kind of get, but some of those
Yeah.
names I don't touch
Well,
it.
you've got Farouk. You've got they're simpler. But yeah, Israeli names, Yiddish names, even. Whoa.
Oh my!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have Moisey, or is it Moisey or Moshi? Chaim. Um, yeah, and
Yeah, and of course, so like I'm saying, and you have to have your tongue a certain way and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean, I know that Bible backwards and forwards, but some of them names I just kind of had to go translate them through
Yeah.
uh,
yeah. I wonder if that Google, if you type it in, Google will tell you how to pronounce it, and you'll hear this voice pronounce this word. I wonder if you type in those Bible names, if the Google voice would know how
yes,
to do
because I've
that.
done it. I've done
Have
it.
you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, John says Welsh names are the worst. Well, I
I
think
don't know.
well,
I don't
so
know
are
anything about Welsh names.
Yeah,
Scottish.
I used to live in Welsh. I've lived in
Yeah,
Wales and Scotland.
yeah,
Yeah,
Really?
oh
and
yeah, I lived in North Wales. That's where my son, who was hit from behind, that's where he was born.
oh, really? Does he have Welsh
Really?
citizenship?
Yeah. As far as I had to send to Wales to get his birth certificate, and boy, is that a rigmarole and a half when you're
Oh,
English.
red tape. Yeah, the
Yeah,
red
he was
tape
born in.
that's in Wales.
Yeah, I lived in Gwynedd in Clannery's. I say that when you're drunk. Good job. I've never drank really.
So,
Yeah,
so she says it's pronounced Rinja.
Illapurinja.
Illaparinja.
Illa
Illaparinja.
Really?
Yeah,
Illaparinja. Okay.
That's pretty.
Illaparinja. Okay, now I can see. Yeah, I can see that. That makes Illaparinja.
That
Just
sounds like a good song. La Parinja.
Parinja. Da, da, da. Dancing
yeah.
in the
It's
dark.
lovely.
Illaparinja. Wondering.
No, Robin. No, no, no,
No,
Oh,
no.
no, no. Go through it. Go through it.
No.
Oh
Don't
God,
do it,
there's
Robin.
God. Maggie's next step was picking up that damn bell.
No, I'm just looking at it.
All she has to do is look at that bell.
Yeah, it was a gift from my mother, from her grandmother.
Did they use
Okay,
it to
so
shut each
so
other?
wait a minute. Did the bell it's a little bell that rings?
Oh, and it
Oh,
goes
Did
it
right
ring. It
your
will.
through
mother
Robin's
want it
brain.
to?
It'll
Pardon?
blow out your eardrums. What?
Did it ring?
Not Donia's, because she's not got earphones in, Robin. Only you.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, did your mother used to, or your grandmother used to ring the bell when they wanted you?
My mum did when she wanted me.
We used to have
Okay.
we used to live in a brownstone. You know what brownstones are because you have them. They copied
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
I'm from New England, so you know that that's a takeover from England, right?
yeah.
So I would be on the top floor. My mother would be on the first floor, and she used to have a bell that went all the way up to the top floor with a little thing, and she would ring that thing, and I'd be like, "Oh Lord, please, I want to take that
That's
bell."
like the old service bells. That is
Yes,
what we had here.
yes.
Yeah, the
Oh,
service
Yes.
bells. Yeah,
See, all houses in New England and in New York, and I think Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, the brownstones that we live in are huge, but
yeah,
they're all side by side. So we had altogether with the basement, we had 5 floors.
yeah,
holy tamale!
Yeah,
yeah.
And
My auntie had a house, 6 floors in London.
yeah.
but
My aunt
narrow.
Mary's sister.
But
No, it had a shop. My uncle,
oh
he
shoot.
was Polish, and he made crystal chandeliers.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, we had a chandelier in the house because the man that my mother bought the house from was a tailor. So
Huh.
when he went into a nursing home, so he sold my mother the house.
Yeah,
That was like 100 years ago, BC. But anyway, but I'm just that old. But anyway,
So
so
my.
we moved around the corner because we had my father had an apartment house with a store and a barber shop in it. So she moved around the corner because he died in the house and whatever.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
so we moved around the corner and I was like amazed because there were so many floors and so many rooms. But my mother always said, we had rumors and stuff like that, but then our family would come and stay and stuff like that. And I
yeah.
had 2 rooms to myself, my bedroom and then my art room, my sewing.
Wow.
Oh,
How
And I was
nice.
upstairs and my mother was downstairs. So she said, well, you can have 2 rooms. You can have an art room. You don't have to have everything in your room now. And I'm
Oh.
like,
oh,
okay.
yeah.
Wow. How
No,
old were you? How old were you?
About 9 or 10. No, I must have been about 10 because my dad died when I was 8. So I was about 10 or 11.
Uh, oh, how. Oh, that's the most wonderful thing.
It was
Having
yeah,
your
wonderful, but
own place.
I had stipulations I had to follow. And
Oh
that would
yeah.
be
sure.
my
House
mother would
rules.
say to me, do not, I repeat, do not take anything of mine apart or I will take you apart. She said, no, we can go to Goodwill and you can find clocks and things like that and you can play with them and things like that. I don't mind. But you take anything of mine apart and then try to put it back together, okay?
Oh, okay.
You will lose a limb.
Yeah.
Well, she must have said that because you probably displayed that behavior earlier on.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, so that prompted her to give you that
Well, one thing
one.
I took apart of hers, I put it back together completely. But the other thing I took apart, I don't know what the heck happened. That
Not
went to
so
hell in a
successful.
handbasket. That went to hell in a handbasket.
Well, hell, that was only one mistake. You were on a roll the first time.
Well, see, when you get cocky like that and you think because you was on a roll the first time, you could do it the second time,
Yeah,
that's when it
overconfident.
all goes haywire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I get it. God, boy, how cool is that? Uh, boy, wish I had your mom. Uh,
She had her
yeah.
good points and her bad points, so don't wish because you might get her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's that. There's such power in words. Be careful what you ask for, you guys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right, because you
it's
just
so
might get her.
true.
She really was a good mom. I mean, she had her bad points like every other person in the world.
But we
Yeah.
don't get a handbook, do we? Any of us? You
Yeah.
just learn from what you see, really.
Yeah. Oh, over
And I
there.
you do better.
Hi, Scratch. Over there.
Oh, hey, Scratch.
Waving
Hey,
to you.
darling.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. What were we talking about? I can't remember.
Um,
Moms.
Oh, Mooncake said she caught it for mixing her mom's perfumes in her lab kit. Yeah.
Oh, geez. I used to do that shit too.
No. See, when my father died, he left a whole bunch of medication in
Uh,
the cabinet,
medicine
and
cabinet. Yeah.
that's before people got wind of the kids actually poisoning themselves. But I didn't take any of it. I just
yeah.
mixed when one afternoon when my mother was at work. I mixed it
Ah!
with
Opening
some ammonia,
capsules and stuff.
with some ammonia and something else, and it really did
Oh.
kind of blow up on me.
Oh, jeez.
But the worst thing that my brother and I, my brother that's next to me, well, I'm next to him. I don't know who. He keeps telling me now that he's the youngest. I'm like, yeah, okay. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, he and I decided that we were going to make wine, and we did all the things downstairs in the basement and everything like that, and we had everything together. But somehow or other, we mixed the concoction wrong. I don't really know what happened this particular time, but we would sell it to the winos and stuff like that. So they were waiting for their wine. I mean, we were always little entrepreneurs. Okay, my brother's a lawyer now. Let's tell you something. Okay, and I was a minister and a psychologist. Okay, so
Oh,
that's
yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
we imploded the windows of the basement.
They blew in.
They blew in, and there was wine and grapes and stuff everywhere around the house, around the room in the
Oh,
basement.
my God.
So now we got to figure out how we're going to tell our mother that, because my mother was in her, and she was at the hospital and stuff like that. Well, what happened was he checked me up because he said, if we have any glass, you got to go to another hospital because
Across town.
go to another hospital. He said, we'll get somebody to take you because Mom will kill us, right? But I didn't. So we cleaned up the glass and everything like that. We cleaned up the grapes and everything like that before we came home. So we had to explain to her, and I don't think I got the concept of the imploding instead of
Yeah.
exploding.
What
You know what
that
I'm
did
saying?
to the atmosphere in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah. So she comes home, and my mother was 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, 102 pounds soaking wet. So we're sitting at the dinner table and we're saying, Mom, we got something to tell you. So she said, well, just wait till I take my shower and everything like that and get you start the food and stuff like that. And then what you can tell me around the dinner table. So that's not good because my mother could throw plates. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So we said, okay, well, we'll do that and everything like that. And my brother diligently helped, which wasn't his usual thing. Okay.
Oh, God, that's a big tip off to a mom.
Yeah. So she knew something was up. So she comes downstairs and everything like that. I got dinner started and everything like that, table set and everything. So she said, so what'd you have to tell me? He looks at me and I look at him, but she said, so what did you two have to tell me? I said, well, Mom, the windows exploded in the basement. What? How? Well, we don't actually know. She said, what do you mean you don't know? Well, she knew that we had a lab down there, but she didn't know what we were making. So I said, something went wrong in the lab. I don't know. I was doing an experiment and something like that, and something went wrong with the lab. So my mother finishes her dinner. She says, clean the table off and everything like that. She goes downstairs in the basement. She didn't call me Dee Dee. She said Donia and Antonio. Now, down here.
Oh, Lord, the full names.
Full name, yeah. You know you're in trouble then.
Well, we were kind of in trouble because we didn't get the full name, like the
Yeah.
middle name.
Yeah, okay.
So we come downstairs and she says, yeah, Mom. And I said, yeah, Mom. And she said, how the hell did the windows implode? We don't know. She said, well, both of you all are really good in science, so you know more about it than I do. So you better start. One of you better start speaking, or both of you are going to have your skin on your butts. I spilled the beans. I told her everything except for
Yeah.
the wine. I just told her we were making something. We were trying to do some grape juice and stuff like that, and we did, and it just the air filled in, and it just completely imploded. And so she said to me, "Well, you are very lucky because you're lucky that you didn't get glass all inside both of you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "But you did clean it up." She said, "But I'm gonna tell you right now, if that ever happens again, y'all better get glass in you because if you don't, you're gonna have belt in you."
Nicely put.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, and also there's that I could have died from suffocation factor,
Yeah, and
for
see,
the
this one thing,
atmosphere
we
to
didn't
build
really
up.
get the concept of that until later. We didn't know about
Yeah.
the fire
Yeah.
suffocation.
Yeah, because if there's enough shit in that closed area to make the windows implode, you're breathing whatever that gas is that's maximizing that pressure, and whoo, holy tamale, you guys are lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we had the door to we had the door to the other room. Let me see how that went. We had the door closed, and then we had a door that went into where the furnace room was. So
Uh-huh.
that door was closed as well. So we didn't get the concept of that until one day my brother said, we could have died of asphyxiation. I said, "What are you talking about?"
Uh,
And he
Yeah.
was
Vacuum.
talking about it, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "We know that now." And we were
Yeah.
like 9 and like maybe 10 and like 15 or something like that. Come on.
Uh, Boy, isn't that whew, look at the
Yeah.
stuff we used to do when we were little. Holy
Oh,
crap. Kids don't have that. I don't know. I don't know. It's really different these days. Maybe because of iPads and cell phones and stuff, but kids,
that is
not a
because of it,
whole.
because there was there's no concept of
There was,
exploring it.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, because all you had was the world around you in real
And we
time.
made do of it. We made do of it too.
We did
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, explored, experimented, did shit. We played in the dirt. We made
Yeah.
forts, and some of us had backyard chickens. And that's what we did.
Yeah.
And people joke about the boomers conversations about, okay, come home when the street lights come on.
Yeah.
I don't want to see
Yeah.
it. Go out and play. Come back for dinner. It was way different. Kids were left much more to their own devices, and you can't really do that anymore because the devices are now in their hand, and
Yeah.
They
because
put the
their
wrong
head,
devices.
yeah, yeah, it's an
I'm still in
external
my mind.
device, not your
I'm still
internal
in my
device.
mind trying to figure out where an 18-year-old gets an AK-47 from.
Hello,
Yeah.
I don't
hello.
I don't
With
understand.
all that political saber rattling, nothing is ever done, and it's almost like it's increased. The ability for online orders and stuff. What's up with that? Why is it increasing? And why isn't it being monitored? There's something afoot here. I'm really suspicious of
You
how
can't
it's gotten so free.
you can't tell me, okay, as a therapist, okay, that you don't know that your neighbor's kid has a screw loose or two. And you can't tell me as a parent unless you really put those blinders on that something is wrong with your son or daughter when they're doing
Okay,
things.
Yeah.
okay, Dania, you're talking from, we share the same era of growing up, and that's sort of old school because people don't know their neighbors now. It's different now. People don't know their kids as well now. It's different, neighbors, God, neighborhoods, you'd see people on their porch and you'd wave. Everybody knew the mailman's name. Uh, People went to each other's houses. They knew family members. That is absolutely that's dinosaur era these days. It,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's hard to know if your neighbor's kid has a screw loose because there isn't the contact that there used to be. So Lord, you could be living next to some sort of an asshole monster sicko and you'd never know it these days.
that's probably very true. I mean, I know my
Yeah.
neighbors for the most part, but
Well,
right
yeah,
now, several of them have moved. One has sold his house and stuff like that. I know my neighbor next door. I know the new neighbor, because she's a nurse and stuff like that. So we've made friends, but I know most of the older neighbors, but now newer people are moving in. So you're right. But the
yeah.
thing is, okay, that this last one in Uvalde, they said that he was mean and nasty to a lot of people in his school and stuff like that. So you know this, okay? So why isn't somebody doing anything about it?
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I get that though, because it's hard to know what to do and when to do it. You don't want to be people don't want to be that guy who does conspiracy things. Oh, there might be something. You don't know if it's some sort of a retaliation between bad neighbors.
Yeah,
You
but
don't know if it's serious.
you can call somebody then and not even tell them who your name is actually. But the thing is, he killed his grandmother, which makes me. And then
Yeah.
the man that they interviewed, I think I listened to it yesterday. He said that he was arguing with his mother, so then he went to his grandmother's, and then him and his grandmother got into some arguments and stuff like that. And everybody figured, well, he's not, whatever. No, but I'm just saying somebody knew something. So now the grandfather is
Yeah.
left with no grandson and no grandmother. But I think
Yeah.
really the thing of it is a lot of people do not want to face mental illness.
Ah.
They don't.
Oh, you mean like in their family and stuff?
Yeah.
Mm.
I've experienced that. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's about family culture too. You know, how open is the family? How conversational are the family members? And y- sometimes people are just raised around not saying shit. y- You know?
Yeah, but that's got to stop because that, like I said, and then I don't know whether he posted things on Facebook or YouTube or anything like that. But the other one, um, in I think it was Buffalo, he posted things on YouTube and stuff like that. So nobody reports this.
I know.
I
And
don't
what
even see
about the
Facebook.
the YouTube monitoring stuff? Don't they have task forces that monitor YouTube, or are they just there to copyright strike you if you use somebody's clip?
I really don't know because some of the things that I get on YouTube every now and then, I'm like, how does that get through?
I know. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and shit on Facebook. Okay, phone call might be important.
I'm not answering it. It's my cousin. I'll call her later.
Okay, is there somebody else there that'll answer it?
No, I don't answer my phone unless if
Oh,
it's important. If it's somebody important, I'll do it. My cousin, I'll call
oh,
her back.
okay, yeah. So chill out, cousin. Uh,
Yeah.
she'll get back to you.
My, my
Yeah.
brother's just arrived back from Thailand.
Really?
Yeah, he's been there a fortnight. He should have been back Friday, but he missed his flight. So he's literally just, that's why I turned my mic off.
Oh
Mm.
well, welcome home.
He can't hear you, Robin, they're downstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, you can tell him later. What's a
Yeah.
fortnight? What's a fortnight?
2
I
weeks.
was just getting ready to ask the same thing, Robin. I've been hearing this for years. Okay.
2
Okay,
weeks.
a fortnight is 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Lost
I
in
don't.
translation. I'm glad
Yeah,
it's not just me.
I don't think I ever got that explanation before. Thanks, Mags.
I've
Yeah.
never ever asked anybody, not because I was embarrassed, just because either they brought it up or it was on television or something like that. So who can you ask on television? But now that
Yeah.
you're
I know we got it from the horse's mouth.
yeah, exactly. Okay. Because I mean, I read it and stuff like that. I don't think anybody ever said it. No, nobody around me
Not
ever
in
said
real life. I know, me too. But
Yeah,
here's
they use
Max.
it a lot here.
Fortnight, 2 weeks. Now
Yeah,
I know what to call a 2 week span, a fortnight.
yeah,
it. And
yeah.
everybody's going to look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah. Or they'll say, "What?" while looking
Yep,
at me like I'm crazy. Yep.
yep.
Yeah, a
Where'd you
fortnight.
get
Oh,
that
It's
from?
not
dear.
huh?
They're going to say, where'd you get that from?
I know. God, now I'm gonna be waiting for the opportunity to use that in conversation. Huh.
Jonas just used it. He played Fortnite. Well, I know what that is because my grandson played it.
Okay, Dungeons
But
and Dragons.
he plays Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
Okay, is that still going on? I remember
Yeah,
my late daughter used to play that when she was a kid, and
yeah.
it was a big so it's still carrying on. Hey, it
I
has
think so,
history.
yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know because he plays in his bedroom a lot more now because we don't have TV on downstairs.
Ah. Huh.
Yeah,
Okay, Corey's Irish. She knew what a fortnight was. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm sort of Irish, but I didn't know what it was. But I don't play Dungeons and Dragons either.
Yeah, me neither.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Mr. Love and Light snuggling with the LARP queen. You'd think he'd have. Okay, I have no idea what they're talking. Okay, I should not look at the chat. Because I'll become instantly,
distracted
in the dark and
instantly. Yeah.
distracted.
I told you they're having their own conversation. They're having their own little party.
I know those guys just they show up and then they go into the other room and have a party without us.
I
Um,
know.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah, that's
yeah.
all right. Hey, we have a big house here. Yeah,
Right?
lots of rooms. Okay, they're saying that Dungeons and Dragons is huge now. Isn't that neat? I think my granddaughter still has her mom's dice. What do you call them? Are they called dice? Those
Die or
multi
whatever.
multi-sided
Standard. There's all sorts of different ones
things.
you can buy now.
Oh, yeah, and you can get
Collectibles.
them in semi-precious, rocks carved into,
Yeah,
like you can get a tiger eye, you can get a garnet, bib,
yeah.
all that stuff. Huh.
Mm.
Corey just told me to step away from the chat. Oh, good advice. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's really distracting. So,
it's good
it,
advice for us both.
oh, I know. It's a jungle out here, you guys. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's hard to navigate these choppy waters and
Yep.
shit. Yeah. So, uh, uh, okay, Ila Parinja, Ila Parinja. I think said Ila Parinja said they're listening, though, girls.
yeah. They're
Y-
still listening to us and I can't multitask most of the time. But
Boy,
on
I
that
used
note, I
yes.
used to be able to.
Me too.
I'm I'm going to be taking a break for a while.
Yeah, Maggie and I talked in the green room. Okay, Maggie, you want to share what's happening?
It's just a multitude of everything at the minute, and a lot of things are going on with John and Pat. That's my best friend's mum and dad, who I've got close to over the last 7 years, and then my husband, and then my son, and it's just one thing after another. Losing my auntie and my cousin in the last couple of weeks, and I'm losing my hair too through
Yeah,
stress.
Yeah.
yeah.
So something triggered it. I know what it is that triggered it. It's just the shock of something that happened to us all in this community, and it was your son's death, Donia. Pat
Mm.
come up with it. She said it's only traumatic because I've been struggling with my husband for a long time,
Yeah.
but it hit so hard, and I'm just taking a break because some people on here have been so nasty and horrible. I don't need any more of it. I've got too much of it going on in my own life, and I need to get myself sorted. So I'm going to take a break. It's not going to be forever. As I told Robin, as and when I can, I'll be on. But there's an awful lot going on in my environment, so I need time out.
That is
I
completely
understand.
understandable. Yeah. So, Mags, everybody will be here when you come back.
Yeah, I'll
You
be
know,
in touch with I'll make appearances now and again. It just won't be regular like I have been doing
Okay.
for over 2.5 years now, isn't it, Robin?
yeah,
Yeah,
we've
but
been
I
carrying on.
completely understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to disconnect from a few things that aren't as important as what you're dealing with in real life. And
yeah,
yeah, take as long as you need, as long as you want, Maggie. You know, heck, you're the co-host, and then Donia is like the third granny here
yeah.
too. So we'll carry on. We'll hold your spot. We'll bookmark it. You won't lose your place in line.
I
So
know, I
take
know.
as long as you want, and maybe Dania would be willing to come on and be temp co-host. A time or two. We'll figure it out,
We'll figure
Yeah,
it
Mags.
out because I know what you're going through. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For me, it was different because I kept hearing my son saying, "But you got to go on. You got to go on." You know what I mean? So
Mm,
I would just go on like for minutes and then say a few things and everything because I also knew that a lot of people like Genocide and Jill and all them and Robin and everything like that were like because Robin would actually email me and say, "Are you all right?"
yeah,
Or
yeah,
email me back. I
yeah.
mean,
Kept
Robin
checking
said
you.
I actually counted the emails. There's like 40, 30 something emails or something like that.
oh,
Yeah. Well, hey, you're a dear friend's
yeah,
mom, and we connected, and and I think about you, and I worry
Yeah,
about you.
and I mean and then and Smoke King was the other one. He would email me, "Are you okay?" And I would email him back, and yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? So
yeah,
I have not bought myself to go on Jiggy and Smoke King's show yet. I will do that. And Jilly Bean sent me something the other day that she wanted me to look at. And I said, when I can look at it, I'll look at it because
yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
takes
know,
a long
seeing
time.
him and not being able to talk to him, it
uh,
hurts.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It it
This is why me and Pat got so close. But she's 81 now, and her husband's been really ill and collapsing over the last week.
Hmm.
We became best friends after her daughter died,
mm,
and my mum died just after. And
Yeah.
I can't cope with losing it'll. I just at the
I
moment I'm just yeah.
yeah,
and
and
just
and
don't try
Oh
Maggie, don't try to hold it and cry because that was I'm trying to be strong for everybody else and stuff like that. And finally, I just completely just had a complete breakdown.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it went on for like, and I think it's because I had so much to do, and I couldn't go to Boston because of the weather and all of that, and so then I had to tell the funeral director, okay, you have to do this and you have to do that,
yeah.
and stuff like that, and just once everything was done, I just completely had a meltdown. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Oh, there's a point where you have to let it out. It's like a pressure cooker. You got to release the steam, otherwise, Lord knows, you don't know what would happen. You got to release it, and
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, letting tears out. You got to let the tears out. You have to. And Dania, in case you hadn't guessed, Maggie's a caregiver. She's a
yeah,
carer for just about everybody in her life. She takes care of everybody. And John and Pat
mm,
have been her, and her husband, dear Darren. But, you know, Maggie has devoted days, time, uh, you know, caring to John and Pat, and now she's facing possibly them not being there. God, yeah, we get it, Maggie. We get
Yeah,
it.
I know. We get it. I mean, because in that span, you know what I mean? Like for me, my husband was sick. He had just come out the hospital, and then
Yeah,
Joey. Then I
Yeah.
called my one of my friends, and she did taxes and everything. And I called her for a girlfriend of mine, who one of my caregivers, who's also my friend. Um, because she needed some taxes done and she was going way out into another town. And I'm like, well, you can go right up the street. And I called her, I talked to her and everything like that. She talked to her. And then I went to call her like about a week or so ago, and the phone kept going into voicemail. And she has two phones and she's a business person. So, and when she
Mm.
hears my voice, she usually calls me right back. Well, she didn't call me back that day. So I said, okay, well,
Oh.
whatever. And then she didn't call me back. Then I find out from her because her son, left the voicemail and everything and said, well, he said, I hate to tell you this, but my mother has passed. And I'm like, what the hell? You know,
yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
know it.
unreal.
I know it, but it is unreal. I know it.
yeah.
I know we all have to go, but
I
Oh, yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, we're born dying.
Yeah,
But yeah, and
that's true.
no matter how imminent it is, and no matter how obvious it is that maybe the end, it might be near, it still doesn't make it any easier. Might make it worse.
No.
It's a toss up. Oh, wait, Renee. Renee, Mrs. Jonaside says, "Hey,
Hey,
hey,
darling.
hey,
hey,
back,
honey, how you doing?
another cool person." Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
she's
She
lovely,
is
Mrs.
cool.
Jonaside.
yeah. Well, all these guys, everybody in chat, damn, thanks for
Yeah,
being here. Jeez, thanks. Um, oh, wow,
I
you
know.
guys.
I,
Well,
I
Matt,
do apologize.
no, 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 Maggie. Jeez, take all the time you need.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
because we,
Yeah,
we both understand. We both
Yeah.
do understand.
Oh, I
And we
know.
and so
I
does
know.
everybody in the chat. All those guys over there are getting it. Thanks.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
thank you. On
yeah.
that note, I'm going to go, if you don't mind, because,
Kate, we love you, dear. Love you
we
so
love you,
yeah,
much.
man.
and I love each and every one of you. Much love to you, Donia, and spiritual hugs, everything to you, and you, Robin, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, sweetheart. Catch you later,
Take
dear.
care, everyone.
Bye bye, hon.
Bye. See you soon.
Okay. Oh, okay, it's you and me.
Getting
Uh,
old is a bitch.
Getting old is not for the sissies.
Nope, nope, not at all. But you know what? I really can't even say getting old because I started losing friends as soon as I got out of high school. Because
Oh, yeah.
That Vietnam War, I lost just in my senior class. I lost about 7 or 8 boys in about 6 months just in my senior class.
Did they go to Vietnam?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Me too. All the boys I went to school with are gone. And
yeah,
that's where it began for us, the losses of friends. And then it just gathers momentum as, as you get older.
I know. I know. I mean, the
Mm.
first person I lost, I think the reason why I handle death a little bit differently is because I lost my father so young. Once you lose somebody that young, and then
Oh,
it's not explained to you, so you look for answers that you out of books and things
yep.
like that. I think once you do that, you're just kind of prone to it after. I mean, not that it doesn't hurt; it hurt every day. You know what I mean? But
It's
you
like a
know,
conditioning thing. And isn't that sad?
yeah.
Yeah, Mooncake says, I don't want to get old. Oh, honey, I wish you getting old.
Well, the
Because,
thing is,
okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, you.
No, you.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't need any more encouragement. Well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Getting old. Mooncake. Um, okay, we're just talking about a particular segment of getting old, about the loss, but two, the rest of it, the getting old, I'm having a blast.
Me too.
I can say any damn thing I want, and
Mm-hmm.
because of my age, I am, it's like a gift when suddenly you have validity as an old person, because you've got the mileage and when you find the respect for that, your experience, that's a cool part of getting old, man. I yeah, Swampy 63 says you miss so much if you don't get old. I'm having the time of my fucking life,
I
Swampy.
am really. I deal with you deal with what's given to you. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's a privilege and an honor to be 74 years old and to live, and I'm halfway healthy. I'm a little lame and stuff like that, but for the most
Mhm.
part, I'm halfway healthy and stuff like that. When I wake up every morning, I just say, God, what you want me to do today? And I do it. I do what I can and everything like that. I don't mind being old. It's just the situations of the people that you lose around you.
Yeah, that made your life have some sort of structure. My four friends that I lost, uh, well, actually, a solid three friends that you know, when my kids were grown, yeah, everybody goes on to their own lives and stuff. But I had this little gang of friends. We were this squad, and we celebrated birthdays, holidays.
Yeah,
It We went on road trips, and for God, 30 years, and then that's gone. And
yeah,
then you've got to reevaluate what your life is doing. It's that constant reevaluation. And as you get older, the losses become more and more frequent. And each time it's a reevaluation of where am I now?
yep,
And yeah, and then like in my case, it has resulted in some really uh, uh, dep- big depression. Uh,
yeah,
you know, and I know all this stuff. I worked in the doctory kind of field for 25 years, so I know what to do. I know the steps to take to get out of it. But right now, you know, sometimes there'll be a, an enjoying of the wallowing in your grief and the depression, and because I don't know, that's been my way of working through it. Just yeah, yeah. Depression is kind of and it's like a niggling thing. It's depression will creep up on you, and after a few years of this, I'm looking at things right now. Well, for this past year, looking at things, saying, boy, I never used to live like this. I never used to approach my like housekeeping like this, and uh, yeah. So anyway, that's how it's. Boy, was that personal? Shit. But that's how it's. That's what. That's the point I'm at now. But but then there's some fun to be had. Yeah.
well, you know what? My mother, I didn't realize this until I was well into my 30s. Okay, right after my mom died, as a matter of fact, that she was depressed all her life, as far as
Oh.
all my life. After my father died, but she
Oh.
still got up every day.
Yeah.
I mean, she did some things that made me know that later on, when I began to study it, that she was depressed. But she still got up every day, went to work, took care of me, took care of us, took
Yep.
care of the house, everything. Um, and when she had cancer, the doctor said to her, well, you're only going to live for 6 months. So, go clean up everything that you got to take care of and everything like that. And
Oh.
I was in my late 20s when she first had cancer, and she came home and said, "Well, I
Hmm.
have cancer," and that's what my father died of. So, I was always very scared about that because you know what I mean, another parent. But
Yeah.
she lived for years, and Thanksgiving we were doing something, and she was cleaning something, and she just started laughing. And I said, "What are you laughing at?" She said, "You know what?" She said, "I just thought about the doctor said I only had 6 months to live." She said, "This has been the longest damn 6 months."
Oh, bless her heart.
I'm like, "Yeah, it is for almost 4 years." Well, 6 or 7 months after,
Oh,
about a year later, she died after that. But I'm saying, you know what? She used to
oh,
just to keep me cracking up, though. She said that this has been the longest day. Every day I'd say, "Okay, I'm gone," and take me, and nothing.
oh, God, what a
But I,
lovely ending.
Yeah, because I remember when I had the stroke. You know how everybody always says, you and Joey was one of them. When he got shot, he was saying that all these different people in the family came to him and said, "It's not your time," blah 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 blah, so forth and so on. But
Uh-huh.
when I had the stroke, the only thing that I remember is the doctor telling my husband, "She may not walk again," and he's like, "You don't know my wife." And after that, I'm in the room and everything like that. So they gave me something. So I'm semi-conscious, and I'm waiting to hear all these voices, and not a motherfucker showed up.
Well,
And
how
excuse
disappointing.
my excuse my French, but that's what I felt like. Well, don't nobody want me?
Well,
Damn.
yeah, yeah, the room's empty. The shit, where is I get it. That's too
I
funny.
mean, not one damn person in my family that has gone beyond the great beyond, okay, showed up. I'm like, were they eating dinner or something? And,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, geez, they're all at bingo, and I'm here by myself. But
yeah.
it, that's too funny.
I mean, when I was telling somebody in the church, because I didn't use that language, I really don't, but I just had to make a point, and I had to make a point in that way. I was telling one of my friends in the church, I said, "Nobody showed up." She said, "No, nobody showed up for me either, so don't feel bad."
Oh, you're not alone. That that's too funny. Oh, Donia, you are so cool. Yeah, I know that you're careful. Yeah, and you have to be because you still have this, your image to uphold, and so, but boy, I don't have that in my life, because I don't have an image to uphold anymore because boy, I spent years and years and years just being so straight laced and not saying bad words and stuff. But boy, now it is
I
so
know.
liberating to just say any damn thing that comes into my head. I let it come out my mouth. I can. Ah,
But wait a minute. See, the thing is, it's not so much my image. I really don't give a daggone what people actually think about me. It's just the way that I was raised, okay? But
mhm.
don't think I don't think it, though.
Okay. All right. It
Don't
just
think
doesn't come out your mouth.
it just doesn't come out of my mouth. It came out of my mouth today because, like I said, it's a point that I actually. Well, damn, I'm like laying in the hospital, like, "Well, don't nobody love me?"
Yeah.
Because I heard Joey, and I had heard another one of my friends saying, when this person came to me, and that person came to me, and they were, and Joey like was one of those realists, so you had to know that he
Yeah.
wasn't actually semi-conscious or anything like that. He was more conscious than anything else like that. Because he never saw my father. My father died when I was 8 years old. Yet he described my father. Now he had seen a couple of
That
pictures of him over time, but we
yeah.
were we were not picture takers. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Which is why I
Yep.
started taking
Not like
pictures later
now.
on in life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because we didn't have a whole bunch of pictures. So we might have had 3 pictures of him. And my mother
Mm.
didn't have pictures around the room like in some people's houses you have pictures all over the thing. I have some pictures now over recent years, but I still don't have them all over the house like other people. And
Yeah.
I really, because she didn't do it, I guess I just didn't do it. I started doing it in the last maybe 6 years, you know what I mean? Because I have
Yeah.
pictures of my aunts and things like that, but not a whole lot. And so he didn't see it. Like he described my father to the T. And I'm like, yeah, that was my father.
Wow. Oh, well, there's stuff you can't explain sometimes.
I know you can't explain it, and I mean, but I just figured, well, since they came to him, they're gonna come to me. Now nobody came to me except
Well, you just can't explain that either. Okay, so too soon. You're not ready to go yet.
yeah, but that's what they were telling him, but they didn't tell me that.
Well, you're a smart girl. You should figure it out for yourself.
I
I
did
think they
figure it
need to.
out.
Well, okay,
Especially,
so okay, moot point.
moot point.
Or just
Yeah, especially like I said, when that doctor was telling my husband, I don't think she's gonna be able to walk again, and my husband said, "You don't know her."
I love that. Like,
And
yeah,
not only did I walk 2 days after that, I walked to the bathroom. They had the daggone thing pulled up on on the side of the bed,
yeah.
and I pressed the buzzer,
You
and
got
nobody
around
was.
it.
I actually put it. I figured out how to put it down.
Yeah, found the
I
little
climbed
button.
up the bed, and I did what you call the continental walk. I walked a little bit, held on to something, walked a little bit, held on to something,
Mhm.
and went to the bathroom.
The continental walk. I get it. Oh man, Donia, I I get your determination. I get they can't hold you down. I took an Uber home from the hospital. I checked myself out because I didn't want to do an angiogram. And the surgeon came in just as I was packing up, and I said, "Hey, can I take these socks?" And he said, "We're gonna take you down for your angiogram." I said, "No, my Uber's outside. Thanks." But I wound up back there for an angiogram 3 weeks later. But yeah, I get you. You set your mind to stuff and you do it.
Yep.
Yeah, not. I don't mean to compare my experience with yours, but yeah, you guys, when you set your mind to shit, you just do it.
Mooncake said when she woke up from surgery the last time, she thought she was back in the hospital she was born in.
Uh yeah, yeah, waking up from surgery is a trip.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes you a while to sort out your thoughts and,
Yeah.
and stuff. Boy. Well, Donia, thanks for showing up today.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us. It's just always so good to see you. Let's not make it as long now. Well, if Maggie has to take a break here and there, I'm gonna hit you up.
Okay, I'll probably come on next Sunday. But okay, this is what I want from you.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
You're going to the hospital on the 16th. Don't
Uh,
think of
uh,
any kind of. I'm not. I'm talking to you. I didn't ask you if you to talk back yet. I'll
oh,
tell you when you can talk.
fuck.
Okay.
This is like
I want,
Judge Judy.
yeah. Judge Judy should be so fortunate to be me. No, but I'm just saying. I'll just,
And
you
she
know,
needs a tan.
yeah. But no, I want you to go to the doctors. I want to know what's wrong. Okay. And
Yeah.
if you back out of going to the doctors and stuff like that, it is not going to be pretty.
Um, thanks. Yeah, well, that threat alone would keep me keeping the appointment. But no, you guys have been right. So have my children. So yeah, it's time for me to do
And
it.
see,
So
I will actually find out who your children are. In this whole cycle of things now, it's real easy to find out who other people are now.
yeah, yeah.
And we will rally all together against you not going and keeping up your appointment.
Oh, thanks, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I've even clipped my toenails in advance. I've shaved my legs, shaved my
Uh-oh.
pits. I am ready. I even have the outfit planned that I'm wearing there. It'll probably look like pajamas. But yeah, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm committed.
All right, because I have to go Tuesday, and I'll tell you all about it and stuff like that. But I'm
Oh, oh,
serious. Do
okay.
not play. I'm just going to go finish my physical. Do not play with that heart thing. Do not.
Mm, yeah,
Okay.
thanks,
What do you mean? Yeah.
thanks.
If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't be fighting with you.
I know. I know. I know.
You do not.
Hey,
You do.
you're Jiggy's mom. What else would you do? Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Oh,
Show up
Mooncake
at your
Robin.
door. show up at your door with my bloody stumps.
Oh, geez. That might get us lots of hits on YouTube, though. If I
That
filmed
might
that,
actually.
open the door, and, here's this scene from, like, Nightmare on Elm Street at my front door.
Yeah.
Man, that would get subs and likes and
The
shit.
funny thing about it is, if you actually tape, I would tape it all the way too.
We could have a series. Episode 1, episode 2. Okay, here's Donia in Utah or wherever along your trip, and then showing up at my front door. Oh shit, we need to talk, Donia. Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna close us out.
Okay.
Thanks. This has been a hoot. Thanks. It's been a good God. This is like a respite from the shit that's happening in our real places. So thanks, Donia. Thank you. Good friend. Okay, we're checking out before it gets too sappy, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna do this thing. I don't have anything to play us out. I need new stuff. Okay, Donia, thanks. Okay, you guys have a good one. We love every damn one of you. Thanks for being here with us. Boy, this has been like taking a brain laxative for me, I gotta tell you. Our conversation here today. Thanks. Thanks, Donnie. Okay, see you. Bye.
So much. Thank you, everybody, for being here for me and for Robin and for Maggie. And keep Maggie in your prayers.
Yeah, light a candle, do whatever you do in support. Thanks, you guys. Okay, bye.